It's no secret, the right tech can really help change how you travel. As a small team that's filled multiple passports and constantly bouncing around domestically, we can attest to this firsthand. We've spent more time in airports, long-haul flights, and hotel rooms than we care to count. But thankfully, we have access to some of the best tech on the planet. Perks of the job. And while we've done countless themed travel gear guides, this time we're focusing exclusively on powered gear, the kind that plugs in, charges up, or runs on batteries. No wallets or notebooks here, just the electronic essentials that turn dead zones into productive time and make red eyes actually tolerable. As always, this isn't a prescribed kit, just a quick-hitting collection of travel gadgets we've actually used and think you might appreciate too. Some solve problems you didn't know existed, others are just, well, useful. So without further ado, let's dive into some of the best travel gadgets on the market. Staying properly hydrated during normal day-to-day life is already a lofty goal for most. Add travel to the mix, and you've basically lost the plot. You're constantly moving, time zones mess with your rhythm, and questionable tap water makes refilling a dice roll. This week's sponsor, LARQ, looks to remedy the issue with the PureVis 2 Smart Water Bottle. The system here is pretty straightforward. UVC purification zaps 99.99% of biocontaminants, like E. coli and salmonella, in just 60 seconds, while a Nano Zero filter strips out chlorine, PFAs, and pharmaceuticals. That questionable airport fountain water suddenly looks much more drinkable. The 23-ounce, double-walled stainless steel build keeps everything cold for 24 hours, which is a nice touch when you're dealing with humidity and longer flights. And it's also available in a larger 34-ounce version as well. But what makes this more than just another insulated bottle is the built-in hydration tracking you get here. Sensors in the cap measure your intake and sync with the LARQ app via Bluetooth, logging both sips and nudging you with reminders. While this feature might sound a bit gimmicky at first, it's actually quite useful when jet lag has you forgetting to drink water for 6 hours straight. 2 purification modes cover different scenarios. Normal, 60 seconds for treated tap water, activated by a single tap of the top button, and Adventure, 3 minutes, for more sketchy backcountry sources, activated with a double tap. The bottle also self-cleans every 2 hours using UVC. It is worth mentioning the mouthpiece does technically sit outside the UV zone, so you want to make sure you scrub it down regularly with both soap and water, especially in hotter climates where things can get funky fast. USB-C charging lasts 2 to 3 weeks between top-ups, and you're swapping filters every couple months depending on usage. At this price point, you're definitely paying a premium over standard insulated bottles, but for frequent travelers or anyone dealing with iffy water sources regularly, that's a worthwhile investment in not getting sick on the road. While we love the idea of keychain flashlights, most of them are either too weak to be actually useful or too bulky to actually fit comfortably on your keychain. The Nitecore TUP2 splits the difference here. 2.76 inches, 2 ounces, and 1200 lumens when you need it. That's legitimately bright for something that clips to your keychain. The standout feature here is 3 selectable color temperatures. 3000K warm cuts through the fog and rain without glare. 4500K neutral mimics daylight for everyday tasks, and 6500K cool punches through distance for reading trail markers or house numbers at range. Most pocket lights lock you into one temperature, but this little guy lets you match the beam to the situation. The OLED screen shows brightness level, battery percentage, and real-time runtime, which is a feature we always appreciate. 5 brightness modes cover the spectrum. 1 lumen moonlight for map reading without killing night vision, 80 lumen mid for most jobs, and 300 lumen high when you need to push. Turbo hits 1200 lumens, but it does step down after a few seconds to help manage heat, which is expected for a light at this size. USB-C charging takes 90 minutes, and the dual-button interface, Power Plus mode, keeps operation simple without the usual tap dance sequences. The pocket clip works well, but the 30kg rating ring also makes it dead simple to clip onto a hat brim for hands-free use. It's basically a headlamp without the strap. IP54 rating will handle some light rain, but not complete submersion, and it's available in black, blue, or the orange seen here. Apple's AirTag works great until you try shoving one into a wallet. The puck shape just doesn't fit anywhere logically, so you end up with a bulky third-party holder or creative pocket solutions that defeat the purpose of the tiny AirTag in the first place. The rolling square AirCard Pro solves this by being credit card sized. It's essentially the same footprint as a credit card, just slightly thicker than 2 cards stacked. It slides into any wallet slot without adding any bulk to the mix. The black version taps into Apple's Find My network, so for the most part it functions just like an AirTag would, minus precision finding. You get last known location tracking via Bluetooth pings from nearby devices, plus a built-in speaker that's noticeably louder than Apple's. When you're retracing steps through an airport terminal or a hotel lobby, that shrill beep cuts through ambient noise much better than the AirTag's chirp. But what makes it particularly useful for travel? Glad you asked. That would be the 220 mAh battery that lasts up to 12 months and charges wirelessly, which means no proprietary cables or coin cell swaps. Toss onto any QI charger between trips and forget about it. We're also partial to the see-through design, which shows off the CNC machined aluminum construction with epoxy fiberglass resin. There's also a QR code on the back that links to your digital contact card, turning it into a lost and found safety net, if someone honest finds your wallet. We did find the NFC contact sharing feature to be hit or miss and requires multiple taps to register, but the QR code works every time. And while the black version seen here is specifically for Apple devices, Rolling Square also offers a white version for Android users. If you've watched any of our budget travel guides, this watch should really come as no surprise. The Casio World Time, or Casio Royale as it's coined by the internet, is arguably one of the best value props around. And in case you're not familiar, the Casio Royale earned the nickname because of its resemblance to the Seiko G757 Sports 100 worn by Roger Moore and Octopussy, and that's about as good an endorsement as a $30 watch can get. 5 world time zones displayed simultaneously via that top right map window, 31 time zones total to cycle through, and a 10-year battery life that'll probably outlast most of your gear. The resin case measures 42.1mm across and sits 12.5mm tall, so it wears light on the wrist, seen here on our wearer's 6.75-inch wrist for reference. And 100 meters of water resistance means you're not babying it through rain or pool stops. The LED backlight works well enough for red-eye flights, and you get a stopwatch, countdown timer, and 5 daily alarms, standard Casio functionality that just works. The resin strap does feel cheap, but that's the whole point. It's not supposed to be precious. It's a tried-and-true beater watch that tracks multiple cities at once, survives baggage claim, and costs less than airport lunch. If it gets lost or broken, you're out $30, and it's hard to argue with that kind of freedom. Bose has been in the noise-canceling business since founder Amar Bose got fed up with a loud flight back in 1978, and 47 years later, they're still setting the benchmark. The second-generation QuietComfort Ultra was one of the most buzzed-about releases this year, and it refines what was already class-leading ANC with better ambient noise reduction and extended battery life. 30 hours with noise canceling on, 45 hours off. That's enough to handle a transatlantic flight with plenty left over for your return leg. The big upgrade here though is lossless USB-C audio support at 16-bit, 44.1 kHz or 48 kHz, putting these on par with Sony and Apple's flagships for wired listening. The 2.5mm analog jack carries over for legacy connections, and Bluetooth 5.4 with multi-point lets you jump between devices without menu diving. Custom tune technology adapts the sound signature to your ear shape, while the new cinema mode widens the soundstage for both movies and dialogue-heavy content. Bose made comfort a top priority here with protein leather ear cushions and balanced weight distribution. We found these to be incredibly comfortable for the long haul. Lay them flat and they enter months-long standby mode. Put them back on your head and they wake up instantly. The polished metal yokes make them feel more premium than the first generation's matte finish, though admittedly, they've been quite the fingerprint magnets. All in all, at $449, you're getting what's arguably the best travel headphones available right now. While many newer planes have been updated and upgraded, there's still plenty of in-flight entertainment systems that are stuck in 2015, still requiring wired headphones while you're traveling with AirPods or other Bluetooth gear, which is exactly why TwelveSouth's AirFly Pro 2 still remains one of our favorite travel gadgets to date, bridging that gap by turning any 3.5mm headphone jack into a Bluetooth transmitter. Simply plug it into the seat back, pair your wireless headphones, and you're set. And one of our favorite features? You can connect 2 sets of headphones simultaneously so you and your travel companion can watch the same movie without splitter cables. The second-gen model runs Bluetooth 5.3 with Qualcomm aptX adaptive audio for better connection stability and sound quality over the original version, a noticeable improvement. And physical volume buttons on the device let you adjust levels without touching your phone or the entertainment system. It measures 56.6mm by 29mm by 11.2mm and weighs 16.5 grams, so it pretty much disappears into any pocket or bag. The 25-hour battery life easily covers transcontinental flights with room to spare, and it's rechargeable via USB-C if you need some extra juice. The transmit-receive slider also lets you flip modes and stream from your phone to any aux-equipped speaker, which is also nice once you touch down for both rental cars and hotel rooms. The only miss here on the version 2 is still no battery level indicator beyond a low power warning light. Power banks are probably the most essential travel gadget these days. Running out of power mid-flight or during a long layover isn't just inconvenient, it kills productivity, especially if you're working on the road. Anker is one of our favorite brands for mobile power solutions, and for this guide, we settled on Anker's Prime 26K, a portable power bank with 26,250 mAh capacity and 300 watts total output across 3 ports. For reference, that's enough to fast charge a 16-inch MacBook Pro to 70% or fully charge a 14-inch MacBook Pro with 33% left over. 2 USB-C ports handle 140 watts each via PD 3.1, while a legacy USB-A port delivers 22.5 watts for any older devices you still have lying around. The real utility definitely shows up when you're juggling multiple devices. PowerIQ 4.0 intelligently redistributes power based on what's plugged in, and the color display shows real-time wattage per port so you know exactly what's drawing juice. Pass-through charging lets you recharge the bank and your gear simultaneously at up to 250 watt input, which we found to be extra useful with limited time at an outlet between connections. At 99.75 watt-hours, it clears TSA carry-on limits, and ActiveShield 4.0 monitors temperature 10 million times a day to prevent any overheating. The Anker app adds Bluetooth connectivity for tracking charging stats and locating the bank if it disappears into your bag. The dimensions here measure in at 6.3 by 2.5 by 1.5 inches and weighs 1.32 pounds, which means it's certainly backpacker sling friendly, but it's definitely too hefty for your pockets. Action cameras live and die by their lenses, and Insta360 finally admitted what everyone already knew: glass breaks. The X5 introduces user-replaceable lenses that swap out in minutes with just a $30 kit. No more shipping your camera back for repairs or dealing with those bulky protective guards that ruin image quality. It is a small fix, but it feels like one that changes everything about how you actually use this thing in the field. The upgrade to 1 by 1.28 inch sensors, more than double the X4 size, means you're also getting much better low-light footage. During our time with the camera, dawn surf sessions no longer felt like grainy messes. We were also able to get in some paragliding over the weekend, where the camera once again performed like a champ. The triple AI chip system powers pure video mode for challenging lighting, and the new InstaFrame feature captures flat video alongside full 360-degree footage simultaneously. Admittedly, wind noise has always been the weak point of action cameras, but the multi-layer steel mesh wind guard actually helped improve things here, especially during some local motorcycle rides. The audio was pretty clean and didn't require as much post-production cleanup. The camera is also waterproof up to 49 feet without a case, which can be extended to 197 feet with the optional invisible dive case. And the battery runs 135 minutes at 5.7K by 30 frames per second, charging up to 80% in 20 minutes. And the whole thing weighs just 200 grams. At $550, it's hard to argue that this guy might be the most complete 360-degree action camera available. Look, AirTags work great, and we do love them, but they're not purpose-built for luggage. You need a separate case, the CR2032 batteries always seem to die at the worst times, and cheap holders tend to break under baggage handler abuse. Melbourne-based Knog designed the Scout Travel specifically for travel tracking, and we found it solves every AirTag annoyance in one package. It runs on Apple's Find My network with the same global tracking capability, but adds USB-C charging that lasts 3 to 4 months between top-ups. The polycarbonate body attaches directly to your bag's handle via a steel cable loop, no extra holder needed, and survives checked baggage beatings without damage. A QR code on the back links to your contact info for those honest strangers, though we're not holding our breath here, while NFC tap works on any compatible phone. The 85 decibel motion sensing alarm will definitely capture plenty of attention once it starts sounding off. Simply enable it in the Knog app and your bag literally screams if someone moves it, and it will send an alert to your iPhone if you're within Bluetooth range. We found it useful for hotel rooms, airport lounges, or rental cars, although you should never leave your gear unattended. It is worth noting that you'll need the included tool to install and remove the cable, which does help keep thieves from quickly detaching it. At $60, it is double an AirTag's cost, but factor in a quality holder and you're at cost parity with just a single device. Long flights used to mean settling for whatever's loaded on the seatback screen or draining your laptop battery. And while the portable console market has been around for decades, our Sega Game Gear memories will certainly show our age, it's really leveled up in recent years. While it's certainly on the larger side when it comes to size, Valve's Steam Deck OLED has been one of our favorite portable consoles for travel, especially on those longer flights, giving you access to your full Steam library and a relatively compact handheld. The 7.4-inch HDR OLED display hits 1000 nits of peak brightness and runs at 90 Hz, which basically means any game you're playing looks legitimately good, even in harsh cabin lighting. Battery life has jumped 30 to 50% over the original LCD model thanks to a larger 50 watt-hours pack and more efficient 6nm AMD APU. Our real-world testing clocked in at about 3 to 4 hours of gameplay, depending on what you're running, and the updated thermals did run noticeably cooler than the older models. The inclusion of Wi-Fi 6E means the device also benefits from higher capacity and less congested wireless access, but this is provided the hotel's network supports the newer standard and you're not bottlenecked by shared bandwidth. The device weighs 640 grams and measures 298 millimeters by 117 millimeters by 49 millimeters, fitting comfortably in most backpacks, but it's definitely on the larger side for smaller slings. We will say, SteamOS continues to be the most console-like PC experience available, though some games still require launcher workarounds. Performance matches the LCD model. This isn't Steam Deck 2, but the Zen 2 plus RDNA 2 APU handles most titles at 30 to 60 frames per second. And the 1TB model also includes a premium carrying case with removable liner. Planes are loud, airports are louder, and sometimes you just need the chaos to stop without going full noise-canceling hermit mode. Belgium-based Loop designed the Switch 2 with 3 adjustable noise reduction levels you dial in manually. No batteries, no Bluetooth, just physics and a rotating mechanism built into that signature loop shape. The design earned a 2025 Red Dot Award for good reason. Quiet mode cuts 26 decibels for both sleeping or focus work. Experience mode drops 23 decibels while preserving music fidelity for both concerts or even loud bars. Engage mode reduces 20 decibels but keeps speech intelligible for conversations in noisy environments. Rotate the loop forward or backward to switch modes by feel, even while wearing them. The acoustic channel, mesh filter, and membrane work together differently depending on position. The redesigned body sits smaller than the original Switch, with hypoallergenic silicone tips in 4 sizes for proper seal. And that little loop portion isn't just branding, it actually creates a helix lock that keeps them secure during wear. The included plastic case works fine, but the optional loop link lanyard does make a bit more sense for travel since you can wear them around your neck between uses. Cable management on the road is an absolute mess. You're juggling USB-C for your laptop, USB-A for your older devices, maybe even Lightning for your iPhone. And suddenly your bag starts looking like a mess of tangled wires. It's a problem we can all relate to, and it's exactly why Rolling Square's InCharge XS remains a perennial favorite around these parts. The device basically consolidates 4 charging combinations into a keychain-sized cable USB-C to USB-C, USB-C to Lightning, USB-A to USB-C, and USB-A to Lightning. The 2-inch aramid fiber cable has swivel-mounted adapters on each end that click into place when needed. N52 magnets hold the folded unit together, strong enough that you don't really need the tethered cap, although it does help keep pocket lint out of the connectors. It's also worth noting that the metal housing will scratch over time, but it's just an aesthetic thing. It doesn't affect function. Charging tops out at 240 watts, which covers everything from iPhones to MacBook Pros with plenty of overhead. The catch here is that USB 2.0 transfer speeds at 480 megabytes per second, which is fine for casual use, but frustrating if you're moving larger files. Where this product really shines is eliminating cable slack when you're holding a phone and power bank together during long airport walks, or working at cramped coffee shop tables where real estate really matters. There's also micro USB support, which might matter if you're carrying older gear. And there you have it, some of the best travel gadgets that make getting from point A to point B just a bit less painful. As always, this is just our take on some of the standout travel gadgets that have earned their spots in our bags. Drop us a line below with your go-to powered travel gear. We're constantly testing new tech, and we're always interested in what's actually working for you out there. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more EDC gear guides. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.